What's up, what's up, what's up, my friends? Welcome. Get ready. Grab a snack and a bevy. It's time for you and I to have a chit-chat. Straight up facts. Tell it like it is. Laugh till you pee your pants. Cry because you probably needed to. And I can't promise, and I'm not going to throw any F-bombs, but I can promise you'll feel a lot better after listening. It's time to get personal, one-on-one, down and dirty, and have a coffee talk. Buckle up. Let's go. Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Saturday. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are getting sunshine. We've been getting a lot of rain and then sun, so it's been muggy, but happy Saturday. Welcome to our coffee talk today. Oh, we're going to chat, friends. We're going to chat. Just about some random stuff going on. Lots of things changing. Today is the day that my niece is moving into our house. So got the room all ready for her, the guest room. So now that's officially the guest room has been to our semi-permanent guest, my niece. So there's that. I did not ask her yet if if I have permission to say her name and stuff online. So when I get that, then we can talk about her too. There's that. What else is going on? The boys are scout camping this weekend. How convenient for Mr. Sith, isn't it? I feel like every time something's like really going down in the house, they're doing something with scouts. I'm like, okay, I'm starting to feel like, is it me? Is it me? Or are you trying to get out of work? But I feel like I'm making ton of changes with the decluttering. I told you, people are like, wait, are you still decluttering? I'm like, yeah, you damn right I am. I have a big ass house with a bunch of junk in it. Not like a bunch of junk. People who know me are just like, okay, I've seen your house, Denise. It's not junky. I just realized that I have a lot of tchotchkes and things that I don't need. I have books that I don't need. Let me tell you, I can't, as joke, side note, I will not rant about it, I promise. I threw out so many network marketing books. It filled up a trash can. So there's that. Sorry, my little coffee zombie girl is it's like a little keychain. I'll have to take a picture of it one time, but I keep it on my Microsoft phone stand and it was like jingling. I'm like, girl, I was dusting, so maybe she got moved. What else is going on? Still addicted to Candy Cloud. You guys have to Google Candy Cloud and then you need to contact them and tell them that you want a location in your city. You're welcome. You will not regret it. So I have not been to Candy Cloud in 2 days and I'm like jonesing for it. My most recent drink was that I'm trying to have like one of everything on the menu. So I recently had like the blue coconut something. And before you're like, Denise, I thought you were clean. You ain't clean. It's colored. It was like lemonade with coconut water and blue spirulina. Hello, that's good for you, right? I'm like, yum. It was good. It was good. What they should offer though is a light ice option. I may have to like say that to them next time I'm there. I don't have any issues with that, but it was super hot. So I was like, I need this ice, but I would have preferred that it had maybe half of the ice that it had. So maybe they put more ice in because it was hot. Because it's been stupid hot here. Not like Vegas and Arizona and stuff. Because apparently it is like between North Carolina, I have friends in North Carolina, Vegas, Arizona, and everybody is touting that there's like over 100 degrees repetitively. That's insane. And we just found out that some friends locally here who had moved out of state to New Jersey that we visited, that was Peter's first air flight. And then they moved from Jersey to Vegas, where we just haven't had time to get out and see them. We just found out that they're moving back. Dad has a corporate job, so he's always having to go places. But let me tell you, they're going to Minnesota, and we're super excited because we can drive there. I was like, yes, we can drive to Minnesota. This is not an issue. So we're super excited that we'll be able to see our friends soon as well. Little things like that, right? Countdown. I got a school list of supplies to buy for Peter. I've never bought school supplies. I bought them for kindergarten for 11 days, and then I got none of them back. She gave me like his nameplate, like not even his personal stuff in the public school here. I was like, you know what? If you guys are that hard up that you can't literally return the fucking pencil box, you can keep it. You can fucking keep it. Seriously, I got nothing back except for a bag with like his nameplates, like she made, that were laminated. Yeah. Everything else she kept. I was like, wow. Good thing I didn't leave his lunchbox there. Jerks. Fuck public school. So private Christian academy, it's not hurtful at all, but I wasn't even worried about it. But I always remember my parents bitching about having to buy like paper towels and Clorox wipes and all that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, well, I don't really complain about that. I don't think the teacher should pay for it. I really don't. Who do you think buys it if you don't? The teacher. They don't make enough for that. Now, I don't know how much teachers make at our school. I hope they make something good because it's a private Christian academy. But if they, a lot of schools don't pay well, and then they expect the teachers also to like do all that stuff. That's bullshit. Because I have teacher friends and they spend so much time doing like their little boards and stuff. Like that takes, some of them work on them all summer, and I appreciate that. So there's that. What else is going on? So we're going to Niagara next weekend. So there's not going to be a coffee talk. We already talked about that. Wow, my voice has just been like fighting me on these podcasts. Excuse me. And so we're going to Niagara. Looking forward to it. We're going to the Canadian side. I mean, we've already been there. I know Peter hasn't, so it'll be fun for him. And we're meeting people up there from Scotland. We're meeting our uncle is coming down, which we just found out. We thought we were just going to go up to Toronto. And he was like, no, you don't want to come to Toronto. Like, God, no, we'll come there. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And so apparently he's bringing my aunt, or not my aunt, but Carl's aunt, but our aunt. And also Mr. Sith's cousin and her boyfriend are coming as well. And I'm like, that is freaking awesome. So everybody will get to meet Peter. He'll get to meet all of his Slovak cousins in Toronto. So super excited about that. And so I'm looking forward to the car trip. I'm not going to lie. I love a good road trip. I love it. I love the way my car drives on the road. People ask, I have a 2019 Chevy Equinox Premier. I love it. I love it. I thought I was going to hate it when my husband took me to like check that out because he was like, I'm not paying for a Volvo. But I'll be honest with you. I really have learned to love this car. I love the way it drives. I love the space. I also take really good care of my car. So it's like brand new and still has like new car smell. So it always looks nice. I vacuum it. I have a membership to our local car wash at the gas station because sometimes I will wash my car twice in a day. Not even joking. It's a soft wash, so relax. I love it. And so I cleaned out the car. I got to do the windows. That's the only thing I got to do. I am obsessed with windows in a car because, you know, when your cabin filters are dirty, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sorry. But you know how you get that film on the inside of your windshield? I am not the only person. I know this, it's not just me, but there is a film on the inside. So you think you're putting your windshield wiper fluid and, you know, the wipers are going and like, it's still funky. And then you take your finger, if you run it on the inside of the windshield, it's on the inside. That is from a dirty cabin filter and all of the junk in our air conditioning and heat and stuff like that, right? All the particles. So I'm constantly obsessed with finding things that will clean the inside of the window and somehow protect it so that stuff will not stick to it as much. Obsessed. So if you know of a way to get rid of that, I'd greatly appreciate it. Besides changing your cabin filter, which Mr. Sith does for me. We also, I got, the oil change. I got all that. I'm really good with service and stuff like that. Okay. That's what my car, this car though. So Josephine, who I nicknamed Jojo. Yes, I named my car. I have named all of my cars since the very first car I ever bought. And so this particular car's name is Jojo, which is short for Josephine. And she has not done me wrong. I take good care of her. She takes good care of me. We go on road trips. She's been everywhere. She's been all over the country. I will tell you, I'm looking forward to taking her out on the road again because it's been a while since Myrtle Beach. So the North Carolina trip, which I believe was 2018. That's when we took Bella, my niece Bella, and we went down to Myrtle Beach, North Carolina. And let me tell you, or South Carolina, sorry. I always fuck those two up. We drove through North Carolina. We met friends there. Actually, we had friends come stay with us for a weekend while we were down there in the condo we had at Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach is in South Carolina. There you go. Don't send me the emails. But that's the last big road trip she's been on. And so I'm like, ooh, we got to take you on another road trip. You're going to blow that engine out, girl. You're going to drive so nice. You're going to purr like a kitten when you get home. And so one of the things Mr. Sith was like, yeah, so your tires, you need new tires. And here's me. I don't really think of stuff like that because in all honesty, I have always traded my cars in when they hit 45 to 50,000 miles. Oh my God. Yes, I did. I'm not like really proud of it, but I've always had a car payment. So Josephine is my longest owned car ever with the most miles I've ever had. So she just rolled 64,000 miles and she's like brand new. She's brand new. I love her. So I had to go get new tires this last weekend. Yeah, not this weekend, but last weekend, Mr. Sith and Peter took it over to Bell Tire and got some tires put. I bought the tires on sale over the 4th of July, like the 1st through the 6th. They had like a tire sale and I wanted Michelin's and I'm like, I'm really particular about tires, even though I've never had to replace them in any car I've ever owned because I haven't had them long enough. However, I was involved in an accident that involved Firestone recall tires earlier in my life. And it was a traumatic and scary fucking experience. That's all I got to tell you. The Firestone recall, it didn't get out. They had all these issues after the fact, but I was one of the lucky hundreds and thousands of people who had issues with the tires that caused severe accident and injury before they actually put out the release that the tires were recall. And they found out once they towed my car and wanted to know, like, where they were bringing all the dead girl stuff. And I'm like, I'm not dead. I'm that girl. And they were like, how did you survive that car crash? Essentially, it skid out, blew out while going down a ramp in Wisconsin on my way to Minnesota. Go figure. We just talked about Minnesota. With a friend of mine who was from Eau Claire, Wisconsin. And she was behind me and witnessed it all. So like, yay, right? And she was in nursing school. Yay for me. And she was driving behind me. We were going back. We stopped at Eau Claire to see her family. And then we were going back on the highway to go up to Minnesota. And she was driving behind me. I was driving because we met. Okay. So she was already in Eau Claire. I was in Chicago. And then I drove up, everyone's like, why are you in two different cars? Because so as I was driving, my car hit something on the road. Like when I say hit something, I mean like the tire passed over like an ice patch or a snow patch, just like a tiny little patch. And for whatever reason, caused the tire to like completely spin out, pop. I veered off, hit the like little cement thing at the end of the ramps. I fell over it and then upside down, hit through the center of my car, the roof. I was upside down. It hit another cement, like medium below. And then I rolled off of that down into a ravine, like another, I don't know, 100 feet or something like that. But the car had a complete, like, it's like somebody had sliced it in half. And even the A-frame gave way and was pointed at my head. My seat gave way. It was faulty, or was it? As did my seat belt. And I got thrown backwards in my seat. However, the firemen were saying that had my seat not given way, the A-frame of the top of the windshield would have went through my head. I was perfectly fine outside of little like little cut marks, like scratches from the glass shattering. And it was almost a surreal experience. But I got brought to a, country ER. And I remember my friend having to tell all the police that were coming in, like giving their condolences, that her friend wasn't dead. And they're like, wait, what? And I could hear them from my ER bed because there were only like 3 beds. It was crazy. But yeah, I walked out of there. I didn't even stay overnight. Crazy, right? Crazy. Obviously that car was totaled. So I have a thing about tires. Okay. So I'm like, if they need to be, so he said that they were too, that the tread wasn't enough on them, that it was time to replace them. And I was like, okay, but I need Michelin tires. I don't want anything about Firestone. I don't even know if Firestone is still a thing. I don't want to be at a Firestone store even. I want to go, like, we have a brand new Bell tire. They're building one like every, I don't know, 5 blocks. But I'm like, find a new one so that it's nice, like when you're waiting to get stuff done. And it's close to 2 coffee shops in the event that I need to walk through the strip mall. Smart people. I am smart. And that's what we did. So we got some sort of touring. I like touring tires because I drive and I like the comfort of a touring tire over something else. And that's what we did. So I have JoJo's got new tires. She's all washed. I'll wash her again before we go. I got to do the windows. She's been vacuumed. Summer rugs are in. Winter mats are out. I do that all. I am like obsessed. The only thing I don't like doing is putting gas in my car. I don't know why. I didn't really feel like it bothered me the first half of my life, but no, I just really don't care. That and oil changes. Mr. Sith has to go. I just, no, not interested. I'll tell you when it's ready to go, but no, right? No. So when they brought the car in for the oil change, I tell this little story. We go to the dealer. Now, if you haven't known this yet, or you haven't, so newer cars have all these computer stuff. And a lot of these smaller family-owned mechanics, they are being locked out of the computer systems by the car dealers, not the dealers themselves, the manufacturers. So like Chevy, Nissan, Toyota. I don't know that these are the ones, but I'm just naming stuff. Okay. But apparently, if you bring your car in for a diagnostic to your family owned mechanic, your smaller mechanic, right? Not one associated with the dealership or a dealership of some sort, that they are being locked out of the diagnostics. They're not being able to run detailed diagnostics unless they take some sort of certification or pay basically the big car guys to have access to that. Look at that scam happening right there. So essentially, big box cars and dealerships right, manufacturers are trying to put out, to me, this is an easy way to put out of business all of the small mechanics, because it's something that has to be updated, that like whatever certification or something that they have to purchase to get access to it has to be done annually, is what they were saying. If I read correctly, if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. And if you might not even know this is happening right now. But imagine you are a small time guy or girl, and how many different car manufacturers there are, and you have to buy a certification annually to have access to do a diagnostic to do your job. Yeah, that's some scammy McScam pants right there. Like, I can't even. So needless to say, where I was going with this is that I am having issues with rolling down one of the rear windows from the driver's side, right? The control panel. I can roll it up myself by just reaching back because it's the driver passenger side. I can just reach my arm back and close it myself, but I would like it fixed, right? So while Mr. Sith brought the car there for the oil change, I asked him if he could have them just kind of do a quick diagnostic on it to tell me what it would cost to fix it, so that when we come back, I can then take that in to be fixed, right? Or they can order the part, whatnot. He calls me back saying it's going to be $210, not to fix it, my friends, for them to do the diagnostic. They're going to, I'm already there paying for an oil change, but I got to pay you $210, random number, by the way, which will be applied to the final cost if you get it done, right? So here's me. Okay, so I'm out maybe $50, because how much could it be to fix the little thing for the window, right? Yeah, let me explain something. They told my husband that it was some sort of motor in the window thing. And it would be, all the other windows work fine, just that one window. It would be $795. Here's me. Fuck no, it's not. Absolutely fuck no, it's not. I went to Reddit. I'm like obsessed with Reddit too, guys. So I went to my Reddit mechanics board and I'm like, is this even a fucking thing right now? I don't know, because I fucking don't know, but I'm asking because you guys are all mechanics. And then I Googled it. How much would it cost to replace the window motor driver's side on a 2019 Chevy Equinox Premier? And the average was fucking $200. And I'm like, you know what? I just spent $210 for you to tell me it was going to cost me almost $800 to put that in. However, everybody on fucking Reddit who's a mechanic and everybody on fucking Google is telling me it's a $200 job. Hey, guess what, dealership? Fuck yourself. Here's the deal. I always brought my stuff into the dealer because it keeps your records all together for resale and exchange and stuff like that, like trade-in. However, I'm not trading in the car. I'm driving this fucker until it's done. 100,000 miles, right? 150, I'm going. I'm taking it, right? However, you're not going to fucking highball me when everybody else will do something else. That's insane. Like, are you insane? If I was there, I would have been like, are you fucking smoking some dope, dude? Because that's not happening. So I'm out like $210. But I considered it. See, they always got to look at things a certain way, peeps. I told him to give me the diagnostic and the, what is wrong with it, so that I have that, and I'm going to shop a small mechanic locally and give them the job. Because you know what? Fuck you. And the dealership that I go to is not the original dealership that I bought my car from. So the dealership I bought my car from sold their dealership to a larger dealership, quote unquote, name. Okay. And that name notoriously is not liked in my area. So Now that they've been, we've done nothing. Plus, I pay way too much for fucking oil changes now and shit. It's like they just keep inflating everything. Now, I understand there's like a fine line, like, but if you're paying over $100 for an oil change, but you can go to like one of those quick places for like $40, I always say find a happy medium between those two, because I will not bring my car to those other places. Nope. Nope. Nothing to say about a Jiffy Lube or whatnot, or Jiffy Lube type places, but no. Them guys are in and out the way they hire people. No, I can't. So if you do that, you do you, boo. No judgment here, just not for me. So I find a happy medium between the two prices, and that I should be paying at least that much, right? But no, not the prices that they've been charging since they switched to this new dealership name, the new dealer that bought our place. That's a no. So I'm like kind of bummed out, but at the same time, I need to make sure that I have to call the two local people that everybody seemed to be highly recommended in all the mom groups locally, as being family owned and reliable and honest and whatnot. So I got to call them and see if they even do like our cars, right? Maybe they do like imported cars. I don't know. And do that. So I just thought, what a pain in the ass. There's that. Like, there's always a scam from somewhere. Like, how much can they raise all the prices for stuff? I mean, we're not hurting, but I don't want to pay it. I mean, I got it, but I don't want to pay it. I don't know. I don't know who I am. I just said that, and people who know me from 20 years ago know that I would buy shit and not even question the price. Could you get that on sale? I don't know. It's right here now, and it's from the place that sells it, so why wouldn't I buy it? I'll tell you what kind of mentality that is, people. Broke ass mentality is what that is. Now, with all my new finances and getting on the road with Ramit Sethi and all my finance gurus, let me tell you, I will not do that anymore. I will not. I will be fair, but do not play with me. I ain't just going to give money away. It's not happening. What else is going on? Outside of Niagara, I have a big, last Saturday of the month, I have a big ladies' day planned, me girlfriend day, with my friend Trish, and we are going to a salt cave, and we are just going to chill for an hour, and then we're going to an awesome place for dinner, or maybe like a late lunch, and we're just chilling. We may even do some shopping. I have to do some shopping this weekend, for next week for Niagara. I saw these adorable, like, cotton linen. I don't know. They look like linen, but whatever. And I love linen. I don't care, but they're probably cotton because it was Old Navy. And they came in plus size, guys, but they were like overall bibs. You could just wear a t-shirt. They look so cool. They were like loose leg. And I'm like, ooh, I need those in my life. I didn't go get them. They better be there when I go next week. They better be there for next week. I'm sorry, for today. That's crazy. They better be there. Maybe I'll take Natalia shopping with me. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say her name. Whatever. Now you know. She is not going to care. She probably doesn't even know that I do a podcast, in all honesty. She's going to know when she gets here. So yeah. So my niece Natalia is moving in with us. I can't tell you any personals about her. Maybe I'll have her on and we could talk about like shit going on with the younger crowd. She told me something. I showed her something that was going on in the house and that we got the room done, and I sent her some pictures, and she wrote back that she told me that it was dope. I was like, wait, what? Like, the fuck's she talking about? Then I realized that dope is good. I was like, shit, I did that and it's dope. Yeah. So that's going to be a learning curve. Having a young adult in the house that speaks, made up slang. I know our generation, God, you guys, wow. My throat is like, not having it. But like, I know all generations had like a thing, like what we said. And I'm sure everybody thinks because I grew up in the 80s and the 70s that we all said like stupid stuff. But you know what? I don't know. I just feel, the 80s can't be that bad because everybody's copying them right now. Like Mr. Sith listens to like 80s music. He's really into like synthesizer, like Flock of Seagull. Like, I'm like, dude, you were born in the wrong century, man. Mr. 1983, you were too young to even know all this stuff. I'm like, goodness gracious. But yeah, so all things 80s. Like I'm seeing like clothes that look like 80s stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, no thanks, pass. I didn't even like that shit when I wore it. Although I will throw down with some Z Cavaricis if those come back. Those were the most comfortable pants. It's a lot of denim. And people like the high rise now. So why not a little Z Cavarici? Anybody remember those? I love them jeans. Remember when Guess jeans were actually nice jeans? Just say, I don't even know if they have Guess anymore. In all honesty, I am so out of it. Most of my clothes come from a fucking Amazon and like 2 places online. I'm gonna just leave it at that because we have like 3 rabbits in front of my house right now. So before Buster wakes up and like starts barking like a lunatic, they're just all sitting there staring at the window at me, probably waiting for the big fluffy cow dog to come to the window so that they can have snacks while he's barking like a lunatic. Oh my gosh. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Don't forget next weekend, we're not here, but there is an episode on Wednesday, which you're going to love. I'm still kind of getting pretty excited about the 2-year anniversary. It is what it is, but I'm just so proud of myself. It is what it is. And I thank each and every one of you, as always, for being listeners. Your support means everything to me because you are the reason I have a podcast. And so I'm not just sitting here actually talking to myself, which I did at the beginning, and that's okay. That's all part of podcasting. You got to stick with it. Just hoping to grow over the next couple of years and see where it takes me. You guys have an amazing Saturday. You know what to do. Lead with kindness. Bye.